And rolling. So, how goes it, everybody out there in crazy internet land? I hope this finds you all well. Greetings from Austria here in the Crack House, my home studio. So just wanted to touch base, see how everybody is, and to follow up on my last video, which I did in November, where I spoke about leaving Spotify and streaming services to concentrate on a kind of more local, community-based operation. So that's where we are, and that's really what I want to do. I would have gotten to it sooner, but my daddy hasn't been the best in Ireland, so I had to be back in Ireland for the last couple of weeks. And I'm trying to get everything together. There's an awful lot to learn and an awful lot to kind of consider now that we're all, as musicians, sewn into the whole streaming fabric of the internet and all of these platforms like your Spotify's, your Apple Music, Amazon, YouTube, all of these things. And for me, to be honest, it's been very overwhelming. It always had. I was never that kind of musician. I know profile is a big thing on platforms, and you have to be out there in today's market showing yourself off. Personally, I like to be behind the scenes a lot more, just working and writing, and then save that performance for stage and meeting people when you get out there. I was quite late coming to Facebook and all of these things, but I embraced it and I did what everybody else did, I suppose. But it's always been a real distraction for me. And also, the glitz and the glamour of having yourself on all of these platforms can be productive, but it's also counterproductive because you get dragged into the whole production side of things. And putting out videos is not easy. It takes a lot of work. And then you have to overcome a lot of confidence issues and all of these things, which kind of brings me full circle. Why am I doing this? It's like I have to kind of take the poison pill to get the results I want. And that idea is very, very simple: to get back to producing music for fans and friends, or as they say in the business, France. Ooh, there's a German reference. France. So yeah, that's the plan, is to create my own community. Just like I do when I'm playing around. I do a lot of gigs around the place and they're quite small and intimate, but they're always great. And it kind of comes from the Irish philosophy of playing gigs in a circle, the session, the trad session, and keeping it kind of family-based, sessions at home around the kitchen table. And I've always tried to apply that to my music on stage. The bigger the gigs, the less connection. The smaller the gigs, the more intimate. And I just love when people are wrapped around the music and the songs. And for those of you who've come to gigs, we've always had this kind of circular feel, even with the host and myself. So that's what I'm trying to get back to in a kind of digital era and an internet kind of way, where we can bring people in, or I can bring people closer to me and me to them. You to me to you. So we can have more engagement and a little bit more community based. And that's been the concept behind the cottage community idea, to bring people closer. And that goes for artists as well, songwriters and anybody in the arts that's in the business of show business, I suppose. I'm a songwriter, I'm a music producer, I'm an animator, and I want to bring people closer. So firstly, and that's something that's going to develop over the next couple of months. So with these videos, I'm going to put out one a week. I'm going to learn as I go. Like I said, coming off all these streaming platforms is a lot of work, and I've done a lot of research and contemplation, and I'm also trying to think 360 for people who have these platforms and who live by them. Me, I don't. My music is up there, but it's just up there because people in the business said it was the right thing to do. So trying to unravel that is quite difficult, and that's what I'm going to try and do over the next couple of weeks and months. So like I said, this is going to be kind of a new direction. I'm going to communicate more with people who are into my music, fans out there, friends out there, family out there, and try and do it a little bit differently as I go, unravel to move forward. The idea, the long-term goal is to have my own community, my own productions, whereby I'll be on Bandcamp. You can get my music there. I'm planning to release a song every month on Bandcamp, which will also integrate Patreon and Television Thursday. And hopefully along the line bring networking together for me and other songwriters. And we can write together and do a lot of things a little bit more within our own control. I hope that makes sense. I'm literally trying to figure it out as I go. And this is unscripted. It's all kind of chats, you know. So listen, that's the plan. First things first, this video. Next week, another video. And by the end of February, I will have started to unravel from streaming services. First up is Spotify. If there are people out there who have bought my music, CDs and downloads and things like that, and you swear by these platforms, maybe there's a way we can work it out. You tell me, you know, for example, maybe I can, if you've bought the record, I'll give you the digital downloads or something like that. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. So you let me know how you want to do it. But what I'm doing is to try and sustain myself, because as it is, these big platforms are bleeding me dry. And if I don't get this right, I'll have to consider going a different road, because music, as much as I love it, needs to sustain me here. And I'd rather be making music. I think people like it, and I feel I have a lot to offer with my music. So that's the plan. I hope that made sense. Let me know what you think, and if there's any way you can or we can work it out together and we can create some community, a cottage community, whereby we all get something from it. We're not losing out, and we can create things together moving forward. All right, take it easy. Thanks for your time and hope to see you soon. Slán! So come right